Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, at least 18 plus because it's a mature stream. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to keep it somewhat clean here. Welcome, welcome. I am your host, Moist Weenus, and I am joined tonight by the man, the myth, the legend, Psycho. How are you tonight, Psycho?
I am feeling great, although I'm not really quite that much of a legend.
Oh, well.
I'll agree with that one, but...
Well, we'll just have to give you some yogurt and some milk, and then you can be legendary. Yeah. I'm sorry, folks. I had to say it. All right, thank you for joining us. We are going to be casting a Div A West game between Archetype and Drop Dead Gorgeous. So I'm excited for this match. This is going to be my first Division A cast. So my co-host here, Psycho, is going to have to give you like the actual information that you want to hear, and I'm just along for the ride. But I'm excited to be here and can't wait.
Yeah, I'll carry you on my back. I got this.
Yeah.
All the data for you.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it. And I think the teams are ready. I'm just gonna double check. I don't want to launch this game with someone in the bathroom. I mean, you can do it. You take your laptop onto the John. You can still play, but you're just not as effective. And if you get a cramp, dear Lord. Oh, yeah, especially... I don't know if this is still the case because I haven't had a laptop in a long time, but I remember when laptops were, like 7, maybe 5 years ago, they would get so hot, they would just burn the crap out of you. I wasn't sure why they would even call it a laptop because it was just so hot.
And you start hearing that fan, like, super loud.
Mm-hmm.
I use a laptop sometimes because I'm somewhat addicted to this game.
Mm-hmm.
I run this game off of a hard drive. External hard drive.
Oh, do you?
And it gets really hot.
Wow. Okay, so laptops still hot these days.
Oh yeah.
So hot right now.
Still hot.
All right. Drop Dead Gorgeous is ready. Just trying to get Archetype, make sure that they're ready to go. Yep. You tell them you're going to be right back in 2 minutes, and then everyone goes potty, and that's okay. Because better now than later. Okay. Solo? Is Solo on? Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go. Good luck. Have fun. Alright, Psycho, I'm going to turn you up real quick.
Alright. Sounds good.
Alright, tell me the word now.
The word? The bird is the word.
Okay, I think we're doing good now. Alright.
Okay.
Well, let us know, chat room, if Psycho still isn't loud enough. We'll fix it. Fix it!
Thank you, Hanyu, for pointing that out.
Thank you for trying to pronounce that name. Holy crap.
Hanyu is on my team.
Oh, okay.
So I know him. He's just checking out on me, maybe making sure I'm not doing anything.
Oh, I see. You just ignore all of the X's and the V's. You just go with the Hanyu. Okay. All right, so they're on a little bit of a delay, so we'll be able to pick that up in a second. Thank you so much for the follow, Chaos248, and let's jump into the draft now. First ban, Archetype. This is Drop Dead Gorgeous's map, Towers of Doom. So we have the first ban, first pick by Archetype.
Okay, they offer Maya, which is actually a really good choice. I think Maya is in a pretty strong spot right now that they've nerfed like every assassin that's meta.
Mm-hmm.
And although they nerfed Maya's health pool and her basic attack damage, she doesn't really rely on that too much because she has her dodge ability and she also sets up for her team. So that's her main purpose, and that wasn't changed. So she's still very, very strong as a character.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Blizzard just targets whoever is getting the most attention with bans. I mean, I guess if you're the best hero in the best spot right then, everyone's going to pick you. So it kind of seems like it's a little bit sourced from win rates, a little bit sourced from popularity, and maybe a combination of the two. All right, so we see Maev and Medivh banned, which is great because I mix them up all the time and I cannot get it straight.
Yeah, Medivh the Birdman, always good. Used to be overpowered, probably still is overpowered, but we're not going to see any of him in Tower Doom.
All right.
Now this is interesting to me because they opted to choose Stukov over Malfurion, and Stukov got a huge nerf just recently. So taking Stukov over Malfurion is surprising. They're giving Malfurion over to their opponent, and if their opponent doesn't take Malfurion here, I think that's the obvious ban.
I like it.
I'm interested to see if they have some sort of combo set up for this Stukov, and that's why they chose him over the Malfurion.
Yeah, I mean Stukov is super strong right now. I really like him. It's interesting how, everyone was upset when they nerf supports, and everyone's like, all right, supports are now second-class citizens, but now I feel like it's shifting back to where people have to put higher priority on certain supports just because they're so good.
Oh yeah, Malfurion definitely S tier as a hero. So they take Garrosh and Hanzo. These are like, once again, I'm a little surprised. Because Hanzo has to be super close to do his damage now that he got his attack range lowered by 1. And that's going to put him in the Stukov silence most of the time. So, I'm curious. I'm curious. Yeah.
I'm curious too if we finally have your volume right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, I bumped you up a couple more times, so now I can hear you nice and clear. Hopefully everyone else can as well. All right, so what do you expect some kind of hard tank coming out from Archetype here on this next pick, or?
I think that they have to choose Diablo, or they don't have to, but Diablo's a super strong pick, and if they don't take it, it's probably likely going to be banned by Drop Dead Gorgeous. I would like to see Diablo and like a generic assassin.
Hey-o! You got it right. Let the party music play. Whenever you call a draft decision correctly, you nailed it. Air horn for you, sir, even though you can't hear it.
Thanks.
All right. So, do you think that Archetype is going to ban Malfurion here?
I think they have to. I think they have to ban Malfurion. Because if they don't, they're just giving like one of the strongest heroes in the game over to their opponent.
Well, I hope they do. Because I want to play that air horn and honk that chicken again. If you know what I'm saying, and I think you do.
That's a good ban. Genji's in a super good spot right now. So I'm glad to see that Genji comes out of that. They don't want to give Genji over. Although, actually, they could have taken Genji.
All right. So I've already made my first big mistake of the game, not actually showing the draft to anybody else except for us. So they just have to hear all this talking and not being able to see the draft. Sorry, guys. 2 minutes from now, you're going to see it. Thanks for pointing it out in the chat. Random task. Also, Dankstrom says Phoenix is trash last patch.
Yep.
He's worse now.
Yep.
So
Phoenix is... yeah, he's dead.
Oh, so we get a Deckard Cain ban from Archetype. So no chicken. Sorry. I really thought. Oh.
Yeah, there's the Malfurion. There's no other choice. You just have to take Malfurion at this point.
I love the combo of Malfurion and Garrosh. I think it's so strong, and it's easy to take that and to create a lot of different plays with it.
So Archetype has a Diablo and a Malthael, which it seems to be like it's more of an aggressive comp, and Malfurion kind of provides like a sort of defensive, like I don't know, like a retaliation kind of thing. He can use his roots. He's got his silence, his Twilight Dream. So if they engage super hard, which they, it looks like they might end up doing with Diablo and Malthael, the fight I think is just going to turn in the favor of Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yeah, I do like their draft, how it's shaping up right now. The Diablo changes, have those gone live now? Or that's next week?
I think the changes are live.
Oh wow.
Oh, the Diablo rework? That's not live.
Oh, okay, that's coming up. All right, I was gonna say it'd be crazy.
Yeah, we don't want something as OP as that just yet.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be pretty overpowered. All right, last 2 picks for Archetype. Any predictions on this one?
I think their solo laner is Malthael, so I'd like to see just like a Jaina. I think Jaina would.
Some kind of mage.
And just probably another frontliner.
Tychus and
Oh my
Junkrat?
God, I love it. I love it. I love the Junkrat.
Yep.
I love the Junkrat pick.
The poke is super strong. I guess I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen any globals. Are globals just not as strong as they were anymore?
The problem with taking a global is by taking a global, you're giving up a lot of value in other areas statistically. So like, global heroes are just not as efficient in other areas. But they have that ability to be anywhere on the map when they need to be, which makes them kind of viable. On this map, however, like I don't see a global that would be very useful unless it's like Dahaka, which wouldn't be actually that bad for Drop Dead Gorgeous. Dahaka might be really good for them.
Well, they do have another slot open that could be a warrior.
And they still need their solo lane, and Dahaka is a really good solo lane. He can double soak really easily.
Thrall.
They take and that's kind of the same idea. Thrall is probably going to be their solo laner.
Yeah. Yep, I thought they might have Greymane solo lane, but I think Thrall is much stronger in that regard.
Thrall was changed though.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
He can't go with his what's it? The lightning.
Crash lightning.
Yeah, or not crash lightning, but the lightning build. He can't really do that anymore because his damage falls off really late game.
Okay. Interesting. And also, and you can't really do crash lightning if he's solo laning, right? Because I mean, you're not going to get any stacks.
Not really. In the solo lane, you probably want to take Rolling Thunder or what's the other one? Echo of the Elements.
Okay.
Echo of the Elements is pretty good, but yeah, this matchup, Thrall versus Malthael in the solo lane. I think actually I value Malthael a lot more, just because if he goes on a Pale Horse, he can do double soaking a lot better than Thrall can.
Well, we're about to see what happens here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go into game 1. Div A West. We have on the left, blue team, Archetype, where we have Ragnarok on the Diablo. We have Solo on the Tychus. We have Mike and Ike on the Junkrat. Geo on the Stukov. And Odin up here on the Malthael.
And as for Drop Dead Gorgeous, we have Thrall, or Pugs Not Drugs on Thrall, Upna on Malfurion, Unitas on Greymane, Chaos on Hanzo, and Zelda on Garrosh.
Man, that Pugs Not Drugs. I love that name so much. I can't even. It's so good. Thank you so much for the follow, John Knight 1. I appreciate it.
Wow. My whole team is going to watch this, apparently.
Well, you know, you got to support your team both on and off of the field.
Okay, so Archetype actually opting to have 3 people start off in the bottom lane, staying split. They might look for a rotation, a gank on the rotation as they rotate bottom, as Ragnarok is going to stay in this bush.
Yeah, very interesting. Huge XP gain for Archetype because they're soaking 2 lanes there to the 1 lane of Drop Dead Gorgeous.
And here's the Malthael value coming in with On a Pale Horse. He can rotate from both those lanes super quickly.
Do you think that Malthael is going to try to dual soak top and mid?
That is exactly what he's going to do. And look at he just goes so fast on his mount. With the level 1 talent that he picked, he can easily dual soak. And I
Wow.
think that's the whole purpose of taking him on this map.
It's like dun 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 every time it hops on that horse.
Yeah. And
Ar-
that keeps his team like able to stay in this bottom lane and just take all the camps and push as hard as they want.
Ooh, a gank happening on Greymane. Greymane goes down with an excellent silence from Geo and stun from Diablo. That was very nice play. First kill goes to Archetype.
And actually really good rotation disruption from Mike and Ike on the Junkrat. Using all his mines and traps to disrupt the rotation so that they can secure those kills and get the experience lead.
Absolutely. Archetype's going to go pick up their siege camp right now. Malfurion is coming to back up Garrosh here, but this doesn't really seem like a lot for him to do. Odin's getting about halfway health. Gets dived on by Unitas.
I'm not sure what Droptech Gorgeous is trying to look for here. They keep sending people to the mid lane and not really accomplishing too much.
Yeah, the XP is still close though, so that's good.
They need to take their camp, and they need to. Yeah, here's Thrall. He's starting to rotate. He's actually in a dangerous position. Good route. That probably saved his life, actually.
Oh, he does make it back to safety, but no one is safe for long, especially on this map.
Hanzo almost getting caught out there.
Good defensive throw by Gilda. Get out of here, Diablo.
Okay, I'd like to see Malthael just position for this left altar, trade the top, and have the rest of the 4 of them just stay on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Hanzo actually super caught out, gets picked off. Yeah, they can't contest this bottom lane.
Nope. It's just so much pressure, and with Hanzo going down. So we see a 1-on-1 split of the towers, and then the bottom as well, shooting for Archetype. Thank you so much for the follow, TAC 1K. I appreciate it. I don't deserve it, but Lord knows I appreciate it. It's like a Make-A-Wish Foundation where you do what you can for the kid who's just had it, who just doesn't know what's going on. Alright, so Archetype kind of is still running this 4-1 split, which seems to be working quite well for them. They have up a talent tier advantage, 7-6, level 7-6, so they're going to try to burn down Drop Dead Gorgeous's camp in the bottom lane. Get no value for that, hopefully. That's what they're hoping anyways.
Yeah, this is the problem with Hanzo
Ooh.
now, because he has to be so close to do his damage
Mm-hmm.
that he just becomes an easy target.
Yeah.
Diablo just sort of launches on him super easily, and then we have Tychus follow-up to just completely annihilate.
Gilda solo saved by the roots, but going back in. Oh, and there goes.
There
Yeah.
he goes.
Yep,
Solo
Stukov.
now getting picked off.
Ooh.
Mike and Ike looks like he's in trouble now.
Mike and Ike running from behind the wall. Diablo's taking a lot of damage, gets thrown back, and murdered. That was a good toss by Garrosh. Really good roots, too, from Malfurion earlier. The altars are activating in 15 seconds, so Archetype better boogie if they want to try to contest these.
Top Deck Gorgeous is doing something very intelligent here, taking their opponent camp, trying to apply some pressure, and secure this mid and bottom floor, or mid and bottom altar.
Malthael's just going to stay top. He's going to take that camp up there, and it looks like now he's going to start rotating mid to pick up that soak, possibly there.
Junkrat, he's just too good. All that poke damage, he's actually going to cancel the bottom channel, and now everyone's here.
Wow.
Diablo in a lot of trouble, though.
Taking a lot of damage, but so is Gilda. Gilda trying to escape, does get taken down. Pug's not drugs, gets blown back and blown up. Geo going down, Unitas going down. It is a bloodfest.
That was a lot of Tychus damage.
Yep, Hanzo.
Garrosh just kind of just stood there and ate a whole bunch of Tychus damage, and it didn't turn out the way he hoped.
Yep, bot mid tower goes over to Archetype. Mike and Ike trying to get this second channel as well, and does get it. Alright, so we have about a half level advantage for Archetype right now. They have, what's that, 12 shots? 12 shots as well, advantage, so... But, you know, it's Towers of Doom. If this is the comeback map of all time.
That is true.
Archetype is eyeing this siege camp, looking to invade, maybe Bush Party, but they have vision from the Hanzo. Ragnarok's out of there.
I would have liked to see them just soak 10 and then do an invade like that.
And they might do this that, and here's 10. 10 just pops out, so we see failing swipe from the Stukov. We see last... oh, they're moving in. Last rights from Malthael. Odin from Tychus. Riptire from Junkrat, and Apocalypse from Diablo. And they are going to take that camp.
Tranquility actually coming out from Malfurion, which is something you don't see every day.
Interesting.
Earthquake on the Thrall, go for the throat on the Greymane, Dragon Arrow on Hanzo, and Warlord's Challenge on Garrosh. Oh, Garrosh getting knocked over by a beautiful Junkrat mine.
No.
And that is the end of the Orc Lord.
Diablo says, "What's mine is yours," and flips him into the silence. That was a great Junkrat mine. The displaced.
Beautiful follow up as well.
Yeah, the Diablo stun, the toss, Stukov silencing. The Archetype is playing very well together as a team right now. Archetype. Yep.
Thrall might be in a lot of trouble here if he doesn't back out.
Looks like he's gonna hover over the right altar.
The question is, does Archetype want to invade? And it looks like they do.
Geo getting thrown into the middle. Wow, huge Riptire.
Unitas getting low, he's gonna fall. Tranquility comes out, getting a lot of value, which I don't actually see every day.
Interesting. Malthael drops. Chaos is low, but still advancing. Does get picked. Now Pug's Not Drug is getting very low. Will go down as well.
Odin 2 OP.
Up now, running. Will he get away? Up, yes, he does. But this altar is going to go to Archetype.
And they have the bottom forward as well, so that's 5 shots, not 4.
They get more shots. If they didn't lose more people in the fight, I think they probably could have grabbed the boss too, but it's a little bit risky.
They need to be more careful fighting into that Odin. Odin is not something to be, like, joking about.
Yeah, Odin turns into Odam real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for joining Swing Time and Star Night 1992. Why am I not moist enough? Because, I don't know. I'm a little dehydrated. I need to moisten up. Garrosh is running for it.
Oh, Hanzo Earl comes out.
Now it's
I don't think it's the stun time that he was looking for, but...
Drop Dead Gorgeous looking to take this tower back, hopefully before this next set of altars spawns. They don't want to be fighting over this when those come up. It's a 5v4 defense with a tower. I don't know. I mean, they might be able to eventually poke it down, but I do like that Odin's going up there and taking the camp while this is all going on.
And meanwhile, Thrall is also trying to get his team to 13 so that they can try and contest something at this point. They're so far behind.
Yep, Talontier advantage going to Archetype. 13 to 12, but it's close. Diablo's looking for a grab and dash. And the bottom altar, that's really good news for Archetype.
Yeah.
The altars are random, aren't they, when they spawn? Do you know?
I'm not exactly sure, but it does show you where it will be before it comes up.
Okay, so they knew it was going to be down there. Maybe that's why they defended that fort so hard. It's because they wanted to push those pumpkins in and have a little bit of a buffer for that altar.
Oh, they have to be a little more careful in the positioning against this Diablo. Staying next to that wall is not a good choice.
No, Diablo will take you balls to the wall.
Oh yeah, he will.
Oh, I shouldn't have said balls. My bad.
Watch your profanity.
I just wanted to play my Watch Your Profanity clip.
Oh, Garrosh almost getting hit by that Riptire. Had it been 0.1 seconds later, that would have been the end. And here goes Thrall. They're focusing him down really hard.
Ooh, Pug's Not Drugs goes down. Gelda getting very low as well. Oh, does drop.
United's just not finding any value. He was stuck in Worgen form basically that whole fight and just not being able to go into the front line.
Yeah, and that last altar was also picked up by Archetype. So I mean, 9 shots left for Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yeah, this is looking really good for Archetype.
This
That can from Malthael. They could just boss after that as well.
yeah,
Just get off the table.
yeah, absolutely. Especially if this tower's still up. I mean, it's quite low, this bottom tower, but they know that that Drop Dead Gorgeous want it. So if they all boogied up, maybe got a gank on Thrall, they could definitely get the boss.
I think they might do boss soon. Oh.
Ooh, toss by Garrosh onto Diablo. Yeah,
Zelda's in a lot of trouble. Diablo gets taunted? Oh, he just barely lives. That was actually really close.
yeah, that was a good job for Ragnarok of getting out of there as soon as he was tossed into the flames. Good toss. Oh.
Oh my god, what a concussion mine. Securing the deal on that Garrosh.
Ragnarok, big plays here. And they're going to try to push these towers now. Now that they have 5v4.
There's not a lot that Drop Dead Gorgeous can do here. Like,
Yep, it's
they need to take that, and even if they don't get it, yeah, okay. So they got the 5 cap, so they absolutely have to get both of these altars to even stay in this game, and I don't think it's possible.
no, it's not looking good.
Yeah, they're down the 16 advantage, so I just don't see how they can manage.
Pugs Not Drugs goes down, so does Unitas.
And that's the game.
That's it, game 1, going to Archetype. Well played.
Decisively, yeah, well played.
Wow. All right. Whew, what a game. That was, it's fairly one-sided as far as kills and shots, but I feel like both teams played really well, and that was very exciting to watch.
There was a lot of coordination on the side of Archetype. A lot of coordination, and it was a lot of fun to see all the combos come out.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you see, what was it? It would be like, oh yeah, so like a Junkrat mine to a Diablo stun to a Diablo flip into a Stukov silence. Those plays were very fun to watch. That's really fun when it's like setting up one of those Goldberg machines where like one thing goes to the next to the next to the next,
Yeah.
and yeah, it seems like that this team has practiced a lot together. They can kind of almost read each other's minds about when it's going to go off. So their timing was excellent.
Yeah, agreed.
Is there anything? Oh, I'm sorry. I should pull up the stat sheet in case anybody else wants to see that. Is there anything you want to talk about about these stats?
I can't see the stat thing.
Oh.
But yeah, I left the game too early like a scrub.
No worries. So yeah, it looks like Malfurion. Well, I guess it's actually not surprising that Malfurion has more healing because he didn't take Twilight Dream, so that did get him some more healing, and that it turned out well too. He was able to heal through some fights where normally Malfurion just can't sustain that much damage at once. So I don't know. Yeah. I kind of like it. He had 45k healing, and Stukov had 26. But Stukov's utility of his silences were so good too that really did a really good job of zoning everybody off the point. Him combined with Junkrat. I mean, there's so much crap on the ground. Like where are you supposed to walk? And then if all that stuff isn't on the ground, like you gotta stay out of the line of sight of Diablo, otherwise he's gonna come get you too. So
Yep.
Crazy stuff. All right. Well, everyone, sit tight. We're going to be back for Game 2. Game 2 is Archetype's map, and we are going to Cursed Hollow. So, everybody, go tinkle. You have about 3 minutes, and then we'll get back into Game number 2. Sit tight. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Moist Weenus, joined for Game 2 by my buddy Psycho. Thank you, Psycho, for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone, once again.
Archangel, welcome to the chat. Star still thinks I'm not moist enough. It's totally fine. Alright, so we're going to get into Game 2 here. Both teams are ready. Game 2 is going to take us to Cursed Hollow. So, away we go. This time I'm actually going to show you the draft screen, because that's a good thing to see. When we're talking about the draft, you don't have to believe us. You can actually see it. Imagine that! I'm like, oh man. Alright, Cursed Hollow, here we go!
Now, like I was saying before, I haven't seen that many Cursed Hollow games in Div A. I'm in Div A, and I haven't seen any, basically, in my sector of the Div.
Why do you think Why do you think that is?
Maybe people just hate this map. I don't know. I really don't know. This map seems to be like your generic. It's like one of the first ones, I believe. So I'm not exactly sure why I don't see a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that I'm seeing more of it.
Yeah. Yep. It's always fun to see maps that don't get played as often as others. Medivh banned from Drop Dead Gorgeous. Yeah, I see Medivh is picked up in the higher levels of play more often than in the C and D divisions, but
yeah. It's just better to just not deal with it. Like, even if they don't have a Medivh player, just in case, you don't want to deal with something like that.
Absolutely. Swing Time is giving away all my secrets. She says, funny story, I've met Weenus in real life. He actually walks around with that expression on his face all the time. They're talking about the cow, the cow thing. I thought she was going to say, funny story, I've met Weenus in real life. He actually is a cow. But she mellowed it out a little bit. Can confirm, says Star Knight, though he can't hear out of one ear. Oh my god. Yeah, last year he slapped the crap out of me. Without me knowing he was coming up, he just ran up from behind and whammo! It was crazy. I still can't hear out of that ear.
That's a no bueno.
Alright, band coming out for Archetype. It's gonna be Murky! Oh, surprise, surprise, not Murky. But may have.
Still strong hero.
And also takes away me mispronouncing both their names, so that's a win-win for Weenus. That makes me kinda moist.
Okay, so what do they pick here? First pick, I would pick Malfurion. It's just right off the bat, don't even give them the chance.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Malfurion played pretty well last game.
I would have liked to see the Twilight Dream
Me-
game instead of Tranquility.
Me too. But Tranquility had big plays as well, so it's like... And you don't see it very often, which is always fun to see talent picks that you don't see very often.
The problem last game is, like, there were a few moments where Tranquility is popped and Concussion Mine just, okay.
Wow. First pick, Abathur.
This being Abathur is probably one of, if not his best map. I'm actually surprised to see him first picked, though, because that kind of just, like...
Opens you up to being countered. Yeah, it's like, we're also going to pick up an Illidan, or whatever else you're going to pick, more push. What do you pick with an Abathur that's really, really strong? Like, auto attackers?
As an Abathur player in Div A myself, I like to have Greymane on my team. Diablo's a good tank, Rhaegar's a good healer, usually. Uther is really good with Abathur. And Uther's in a really good spot right now, actually.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind even seeing ETC on the side of Drop Dead Gorgeous.
So Abathur play mostly rotates around the tank unless you have an all-out dive hero.
Okay, so yeah, here, look, Archetype. They picked a Haka. That's a straight counter to Abathur. Abathur can't go out into the lane and body soak now because there's always the threat of Dahaka coming into his bush.
Yep. Interesting. Abathur maybe picked a little too early. But this isn't Drop Dead Gorgeous's map, so maybe they're just trying to come up with some kind of strategies to mess Archetype up. But yeah, I mean, Dahaka is super strong at rotating on the map, especially if an Abathur, pokes his head out.
Yeah, exactly. They still offer the Stukov, so that must be like a comfort pick for Geo.
Mm-hmm.
I think Geo is the healer for Archetype, and Stukov just must be his comfort pick. He's just not comfortable on Malfurion, or they just prefer the Stukov silence even after the healing nerfs that happened a few days ago.
Thank you, Random Task, for the reminder of updating the scoreboard. Dirty
These are strong
Garrosh.
picks.
Dirty Garrosh and Genji. It's the GG
Very
brothers.
Yep.
They're not the GG brothers, but they do start with G. I learned how to read, so I know what letters are. That's my analysis. They both start with the letter G, so they must be related. Garrosh is really hard to kill. Imagine what Abathur had on him. And Genji.
Yeah.
Genji can dive really deep with that hat on as well. Which target do you prefer of those two?
Probably Genji.
Yeah.
Just to keep him, like, give him that extra shielding, and he'll usually be in the middle of the team. He'll like die in the middle of the team. You can use all your abilities like that.
Mhm.
But Genji as a clone target is really good.
Oh, interesting.
If you thought one Genji was bad, two Genjis.
So now you hear, I need healing, but it's like an echo. So it's like, I need healing. 'Cause you're hearing it from like. Actually, the clones, they have a different voiceover, don't they? Like they talk with a different VO.
Actually, I'm not sure. I don't have my game volume on for most of the time I play this game.
Okay, concentrate on the straight and narrow. Uther banned from Archetype. They don't want to deal with him, and Diablo banned from Drop Dead Gorgeous, which I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't ban Diablo like right away based off of last game. Out of a respect ban, that Diablo play last game was intense, a little bit insane.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, it was. And I like how Archetype was thinking kind of the same as I was. Uther being a really good healer support for Abathur. Uther's like, he's the support you want if you want quick fights, and because his healing is super good in the early fight, but it drops off super hard as the fight goes on. It's like not sustained.
Yeah, it's super bursty, and then you're looking at your cooldown saying, all right, well, I guess I'll just hit some stuff with my hammer.
Yeah, exactly. And taking Stukov, that's a sustained healer, a pretty decent one at that. And taking away Uther from an Abathur comp is pretty big.
Excellent. Well, it seems like they made a good call.
And this
Tyrael.
is Greymane is probably one of the best heroes to pair with Abathur, and they're just kind of like they're just taking everything away.
So my
Drop the gorgeous.
So they get some good deny picks and bans from Archetype.
Oh yeah.
In your opinion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in my opinion, Archetype's looking real strong in this round. I'm interested what Drop Dead Gorgeous is going to respond. I really think they should have saved their Abathur pick.
Yeah, because that makes sense. Sometimes it's not just about countering the hero; it's about countering what pairs well with that hero. So it's like a double counter.
Yep. Because now, what are they going to do?
Well, they're probably going to pick up a support, I imagine.
I think they, as their solo laner, probably Sonya. They're probably going to pick Sonya as their solo laner.
Oh, I'm getting the air horn ready. Show me a Sonya.
I'd like to see Rhaegar, maybe.
Rhaegar or a Sonya! Oh, there's one! That counts.
Cassia. Oh my.
Nice call, sir. Rhaegar nailed it. Rhaegar just got buffed, didn't he? Slightly?
I don't know, actually. I didn't see.
Alright, well.
Rhaegar's just good with Abathur because he's like he makes up for the lack of camp and wave clear that Abathur doesn't provide really.
Yeah, it's nice when your support can always jump out and go take a camp with some downtime. Yeah. What do you think of the Cassia? That's something I wasn't expecting.
That's something I wasn't expecting at all. I'm surprised seeing a Cassia. I think Sonya probably would have been so much better. She's just tankier. She can dive in. She's got self-sustain.
Tyke is picked up from Archetype. I mean, that makes Cassia a little bit better. There's 2 targets you can blind at least, but...
Yeah, that's interesting. Tychus into... I mean, they're just going to blow up Garrosh. That's really it. Garrosh is going to get tongued, and then it's just he's dead. There's no escape.
Yeah, this could be brutal. Yeah, so it sounds like the Abahat on Genji's got to go pick out some of the softies, squishies. Maybe the Stukov, maybe the Greymane, but that's harder to do before the fight.
I think we might see Abba actually focusing on Cassia. No, better than Genji. Maybe at the start of fights he might have a Genji get some damage in, clone. I think I would clone Cassia though. I think Cassia is, especially against what they have now, like Greymane and Tychus. You have those double blinds. You can kind of like, you're more melee, I feel, as Cassia against Genji. So
yeah, well, let's see what happens. Here we go. We're going into game 2 of Archetype versus Drop Dead Gorgeous. Over here on blue team we have Archetype with Odin playing the Dahaka. We have Solo on the Tychus. We have Geo on the Stukov. We have Mike and Ike on the Greymane, and Ragnarok is on Tyrael. Is that Tyrael? Yeah, Tyrael.
And as for Drop Dead Gorgeous, they have Pugs Not Drugs on Genji, Upna on Rhaegar, Chaos on the Abathur, Jelda on Garrosh, and Unitas on Cassia.
Alright, so we're going to see a split again at the very beginning from Archetype. They're going to send Tyrael top, and they're going to send Dahaka to the bottom.
And they might look to get a gank here on straight away at this top lane. You can see they're camping these bushes, waiting for the solo laner, who is Cassia at this current moment. And they might just secure an early kill.
Mike and Ike and Ragnarok must be Boy Scouts because they love camping.
They're just trying to like get ahead in the early game as much as they possibly can with this so that they can kind of fight this Abathur comp.
Yep, Archangel agrees. Genji with Abahat is going to be mean. Let's see if that works out that way.
And Rhaegar is he's just chilling on the siege cam next to the pigs.
So he gets there early. He's ready to go on that siege camp. So it looks like maybe they've practiced the timing on that, and looks like
they probably should have waited on that until the curse comes up, so that I would have gotten more value.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure while everyone has to go to the objective. Although Mike and Ike is taking top camp, maybe timed a little bit better. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I like this timing more because you want to get the siege camp in there before the curse comes up. Whereas on the opposite side, you want it while the curse is up so that it's not contested.
Abathur does go bottom to hopefully you push out this lane when the siege shows up. But Drop Dead Gorgeous is also going to pick up their bruiser camp right now.
And Archetype will do the same thing. Except the camp clear looking stronger on the side of Archetype.
Yeah, they cleared that camp a lot faster. It's still working on the camp over here for Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Greymane too good, too strong.
Yeah, even after the Greymane nerf, too strong.
Yeah.
That badonkadonk, too strong. Ooh, that's a good URL. I'm going to see if that domain is taken. Gelda's looking to get a toss, but isn't really coming up with much.
Cassia going for that full dive build. And she actually almost gets Ragnarok.
Wow. 2v1 still. Oh, almost gets Mike and Ike too. Wow.
Abahat is nothing to joke about.
Tribute up in 10 seconds. And Greymane has to go back. Tyrael, I think, went back as well, so
They may have to give this, which is unfortunate because you shouldn't really be giving against an Abathur comp, but they're just not in position.
Right, you kind of want to fight it out, right? Because it's a 4v5, like on the point. But
yeah. Pre-10, you kind of just like you want to fight against an Abathur comp.
Experience still very close. Both teams at 6. No kills yet. With good tongue onto Gelda. Gelda running for the walls. Gets the hat.
Yeah, there we go. And that's it. They got the tribute. They're out of here. They're going to go back to soaking their lanes. Try to get to 10 before the Abathur brings Drop Dead to 10.
That was a good pushback by Archetype. Drop Dead Gorgeous were set up and they were there early, but they were just pushed off. That was well played here. Pugs, not drugs. Looking at this gray main, but unless he gets thrown, he's not going to be in a position where they can gank him. Gank is going in now.
Again, I get a lot of trouble.
Ooh.
Oh my god! Like, actually cutting through.
Wow, that was great. I didn't think he was going to get him at the very last second. Cassia.
Showing that he's nothing to mess with. Solo with a very dangerous rotation, going to get flipped and stunned. Probably dead.
Solo does get picked by the Genji. Genji's playing well.
He did not get a reset there, which is kind of interesting.
Interesting.
I.
Cassia got the kill. Well, I mean, yeah, you have Tychus who's spawning. It's up in 5 seconds. I think Archetype might give this for sure.
They could try and poke. Tyrael can throw his little sword, doodly doo. There he goes. But I'm not sure. Okay, Dahaka's coming. They're gonna commit.
All right, now they're in a spot where they can actually challenge this. Up
They got a good drag on the Rhaegar, and they instantly kill the healing totem as well. Tyrael in a lot of trouble, but the Snook off silence.
There goes Garrosh. Rhaegar's in a lot of trouble and will drop as well. Genji has to back off. Gio's going to channel. Ragnarok's going to go home. Second tribute
Not respecting Tychus damage.
goes to Archetype.
Yep.
Mike and Ike is going to pick up the siege camp with Solo. Abther still chilling this bottom lane. Slight XP advantage, maybe a fifth of a level. Going over to Archetype.
Yeah. Drop Dead Gorgeous would have 10 by now, but they can't afford to have Abathur soaking these lanes because Dahaka is always a constant threat.
Yeah. Yep. When you're a delicious moist bug, you don't want to get tongued and dragged out of your home. That's not going to be a fun time for you.
The slimiest of bugs.
Oh man, he's just look at him. He's all just gyrating all over here. Ah, good stuff.
Oh, Solo. Getting caught up by Zelda.
Big blind.
They do not have Dahaka here. Good silence. Gio in a lot of trouble though. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Escapes with 39 HP. Pugs Not Drugs has to get back a little bit too. There's a toss on Odin, but
Odin actually popped his ult and missed. So that is a very important ult. Dahaka's ult. Gone.
tens are picked up for Archetype, and they take down the Cassia. Odin popped.
That's the curse.
And the curse number 3 picked up for Archetype.
They just gotta eat it. They gotta eat this curse.
Odin wears off, but the push is on.
If they can try and secure it so they only lose, like, I think they're gonna lose 2 forests for sure. But if they can get this mid one, that'll be good.
I mean, we've probably seen some of them come out already, but let's go through the ultimates real quick for Archetype. We have Flailing Swipe for Stukov. We have Isolation from Dahaka. Go for the Throat from Greymane. Odin, of course, from Tychus. And Judgment. Judgment coming out for Tyrael.
Yeah, kind of interesting. And
Ooh, big toss onto Tychus. He's behind the walls.
Alfie coming out here. The clone on Cassia, like I thought it would be.
Wow, Solo goes ahead and chases Garrosh way back because he's behind the towers, but the towers aren't shooting anything.
Oh no, Rhaegar!
Oh.
Running in the wrong direction, thinking his teammates were there, but it was the enemy team.
Ragnarok very low, but it is Cassia who goes down, and there goes the Tychus. Genji's going in for some kills, but can't get it and does go down.
Did have to pop Judgment for that, but I think it was worth it.
We have you got some giants still pushing top. They won't last very long. Now we have 13 to 11 tier talent advantage for Archetype. Looks like they have a solid lead so far.
Abathur just not working out right now. I think the first pick Abathur was just, it was easily countered. Archetype saw through it. They counter-picked, they drafted correctly.
Yeah, Drop Dead Gorgeous is going to have to make some huge plays to come back from this one and even things out.
They might have to just fight, like, now. They have I think they just have to fight now.
Fight down to talent tier. Boss is being. Oh, this is a possible invade. They get the boss. So Archetype.
Valkyrie lands. Oh, but Gelda getting caught out. Ancestral lands. That was
Very
a good
nice.
step. The tongue bringing him into the silence, and
Garrosh
Genji
is.
just
Yep. Genji.
barely getting away with his life.
Yeah, Garrosh went in and then got separated. Good zoning by Stukov with that silence, really splitting up. Drop Dead Gorgeous.
And you know what? This might be a keep. They're down to 13, and they're down their Garrosh, which is their main tank.
We're definitely going to see the siege camp picked up right here, right now. They have the boss pushing. Yeah, especially if they get a pick.
They want this keep.
Yep.
And they're gonna get it.
Yeah, nothing short of a miracle is going to save this keep. Oh, Abathur hat, but it won't save the keep, unfortunately. First,
Actually, boss is a lot of help. They might think of just ending.
yeah, I think they might. They're going to try. At least maybe get some damage. Solo taking a lot of tower shots, backing off into the middle. Now we see Engage coming here from Drop Dead Gorgeous. Solo getting low, getting focused. Oh, but so is Chaos.
Oh, that was an Amethyr clone though, so it wasn't that bad. Pugs Not Drug is really low, trying to find a way out. So is Rhaegar. They're just kind of doing a merry-go-round around this team.
Oh my
But
goodness.
meanwhile, like,
The core's taking
Boss is killing
damage.
on the core, yeah, and it looks like they might actually lose this team fight. So this could be game.
There goes Tyrael. There goes Cassia. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh,
now Geo might fall here to Genji.
yeah, the chase is on, but they have to be careful too. They could quickly turn onto Drop Dead Gorgeous and turn this chase into death. But
Yeah,
Oh.
they do have 3 levels and a talent tier advantage. I'm not sure if it's the best choice to be chasing here.
oh, and Geo gets
Oh, no,
left
they're-
behind. No Geo left behind. I don't know what that tongue would have done except for bring more danger closer to Geo.
Geo,
Uh,
no! There he goes.
Mamma mia, Geo! Sorry,
I
Geo.
guess it's kind of worth it. They do get the tribute from that that clown fiesta down on the bottom.
Yeah, Solo picks it up. They get the keep. They got a whole lot of damage on the core. Why is the core health going up? Do you see that too?
It is the mule
Uh,
value.
Oh, hey, looking at the core will tell you what's up, because I see that it's a little bit glitched with this Blizzard UI. It doesn't show
Yeah.
the shielding, and I was like, oh no, is this another glitch?
Oh,
But
no.
well, there's
Archetype. They're gonna see this boss and they can invade and just kill everyone.
there's only 2 members though. You think they can take on 4? Oh no, here's 3. Odin coming in.
And then here's the Greymane about to hit.
Mike and Ike showing up.
Oh, Judgment
Ooh.
comes out.
There goes
So does-
Tyrael.
So does Abathur clone. Go for the throat, getting some value.
Tahaka and Genji dropping as well, but now
Cassia falls. Geo's in a lot of trouble though. Good and disengage.
Chaos still chasing. Up on Gelda now on the run.
And you know what? This is as much as it looks like Drop Dead Gorgeous might have been winning that fight. They were losing really hard because now, like, they took a lot of shielding damage on their core, and they still have catapult pressure. Now they don't have a lot of people to help defend. They got another tribute on the side of Archetype, and if they want to, they can just do a boss. They have the 16 talent tier. They could probably actually just camp a bush and just win this game.
Yeah, it's the odds are definitely stacked against Drop Dead Gorgeous at this point. Bruiser Camp is going to be picked up by Archetype. Go ahead.
Anything can happen in this game, though. If Drop Dead Gorgeous does secure this boss, which I think they will, and it'll get that top 4, and then that kind of gives them a win condition. They need to get a tribute, team wipe Archetype, and then they can get their own keep, and then that brings them back into this game.
Well, they do get the boss, and they send Rhaegar down to possibly get this tribute, but Rhaegar by himself is not going to be able to do much and could be in a lot of danger if caught out down here.
And Tyrael does have Holy Ground. He might just throw it behind and try and secure that. Misses just slightly. Judgment coming out, and there goes Gelda. That's it.
Garrosh
I don't
is
think
too
they
low.
can stay. They just lost their tank, and I'm not sure you can stay anymore.
And you have
Cassia's,
Yep.
Ooh. Cassia might fall. Ancestral comes out onto Cassia. Odin's pop. I don't think they can stay here anymore.
Geo Low gets picked. Mike and Ike drops as
Oh my
well.
God.
Pugs Not Drugs running away.
Genji getting the Genji clone getting insane value.
Oh my goodness. Solo
Good
running
dash.
for the hills. Keep Lost in the top lane. Oh, tower shots hitting on Unitas.
Solo's got to be a little careful here.
Yep. And they're just gonna...
Although the bar may be blue, you don't actually have that health yet.
Right, you gotta wait, be patient. The tribute still hasn't been picked up yet. It does get
Oh my
interrupted
God.
by Dahaka. That tongue, though.
The blind on Cassia proven to be too good. Tychus falls immediately.
Wow.
They do get their first tribute.
Yep. And now they just need 2 more. It's still a lot of... Even though they set up... Archetype did a good job of setting up a lot of... camp pressure.
Drop their gorgeous, don't boss. That's a no point.
They thought about it for a second. Although, here's Gilda. Maybe they're... I bet they're gonna try to ambush. Nope.
I don't know about this one, drop dead.
I like it. It's ballsy.
Watch your profanity.
Oh, Cheerio. Getting caught out. Holy ground coming out. The aggressive throw. Dahaka comes out of this bush wondering what he's doing. Judgment comes out. Clone comes out.
Oh, there goes
Falls
Greymane.
Immediately.
Tyrael getting low as well, having to retreat back behind the gate. Chaos.
Oh my god, Pugs Not Drugs. What are you doing?
Going for that deep kill, and Genji falls to the towers.
You're
Gilda.
taking too many tower shots. Upna's gonna fall. Rhaegar dies. That's a no-brainer.
And here's a chase that'll probably get at least 1 more secured kill. Although they are splitting up a little bit.
Oh no, Unitas! Where are you going?
That's no good. I don't know. Oh yeah. There's
Where are you going?
there's a tower there too. There's no escape. Unitas decided to sacrifice for the greater cause. I guess let Gilda get out. Fight.
Yeah, 1 life, 1 for the lives of 1, I guess.
Circle of life. Ooh.
Yeah,
Sorry. I don't know what happened.
just yeah.
Alright, so now this boss is going to get picked up by Archetype. That was a fight that Drop Dead Gorgeous needed to win, and it didn't happen. 20 on the horizon for Archetype.
Very questionable boss call. That was a questionable boss call. I don't
By
think they
Drop
should have
Dead.
done the boss there. Yeah, I don't think they should have done the boss there. They didn't really have any sort of advantage. They're trying to take their opponent's boss while they're all up.
Yeah, I think maybe if they waited in the bush and tried to wait for a more favorable engage.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty good call. If they waited for their opponent to take the boss, waited for them to get low, maybe for a stun to come out, and then try to engage, that might have worked out in their favor.
And here's curse number 2 for Archetype. They only
And
have...
with the boss, on a naked core,
It's got a mule, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 20.
Chaos's clone actually doing work. Geo might fall. Oh no, Pug's Not Drugs, not in a good position. Ancestral falls on Gelda. Taunt comes out, but
Core's at 60. Gilda very low. Will not make it out of here. Pugs Not Drugs stunned. Goes down.
and that's the game.
And that's game 2.
Archetype looking really strong.
Whew. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, don't underestimate Tychus damage.
Whew.
Or Cassia damage, apparently. That's a lot of
Yeah,
damage.
Cassia coming out with 79k. That's pretty cray. All day. That's all I've got to say. All right.
There just wasn't any finisher. They just could. They put out all that damage, but like Genji wasn't enough to finish the kill. Most of the time, anyways.
Yeah, Genji did have some pretty rockin' plays while he got the Apather hat. Got some good dives, but he also got stunned a couple times and put in some bad spots, and just didn't quite work out. So some questionable calls from Drop Dead Gorgeous, but you know, when you're down, you got to try something, right?
Yeah.
if you're losing keeps and it's not working and the way things are going, you're gonna lose anyways. Why not try something ballsy? Why not try something adventurous and see if you can win a good fight and turn it. So you got to do some crazy stuff when you're down. But I felt like both teams played very well. Domination for Archetype. Do you feel like doing an interview? Should we see if Gio wants to do an interview?
Yeah, sure. Let's get Gio in here.
Let's see if Gio will respond to a message from Moi. Sometimes people are so hyped that they walk away from their computer and go do a victory lap or something like that. So we'll see if he gets back to me. Let's see. What did the healing look like? Stukov put out a ton of healing as well.
Yeah, a whole bunch of healing. Actually, the healing on Abathur looks like it's lacking a little bit.
Well, Abathur is a solo support, so that number should be higher.
Yeah. What's going on?
All right. Well, when's your next game?
Oh, my next game.
Yes.
I believe it's on Sunday.
Sunday.
Let's see. Sunday, 9 p.m. against First Pick Gazlo, the cheese comp of Adiv.
Kids are still just $5.
Have you been able to see any of Gazlo's games?
Not. I think Bimetaho in D division plays a lot of Gazlo. I think I saw one of those games that was pretty good.
First Big Gazlo Nive is like this weird team that just keeps locking in. They do this weird Asmodee cheese on Dragonshire and just take all your keeps. It's pretty funny to watch, but
all
I'm
right.
excited for that.
Gio's in, so we're gonna hop into a lobby because I don't think he can get in here. So let's hop into lobby 3. Alright, so I think Gio's going to join us in just a moment. Talk about... I hope you have some questions because I think your questions are going to be a lot better than mine.
Don't say that.
Alright, he said he was in. Maybe he's just trying to come visit us from his own team. So... Tell me, Psycho, do you have any plans of going to BlizzCon this year?
If I could afford BlizzCon, I would totally go to BlizzCon. I've been looking forward to BlizzCon for a long time.
Yeah, it is a financial investment that you have to decide if you're going to do. All right. Hey, what's up? Gio and Solo.
What's up?
Congratulations, guys. Well played.
Thank you.
That was
Nicely done on your domination.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch. I just had a couple questions for you guys, if you don't mind.
Sure. Fire away.
So, first question is, how much do you guys practice together?
What do you mean together?
Like as a team, like as a 5-man team.
We do a lot of playing together.
Okay, you don't necessarily call it practice.
We get our asses whooped a lot.
Our practice could be a little more organized, yeah.
Watch your profanity.
Well,
We do play a lot together, yeah.
Okay, well, the reason I ask is because it seems like you guys have really good timing together, especially in game 1. The timings from Diablo, Junkrat, and Stukov all together, like it felt like that was really, really tight.
Yeah, there's a couple things we work on. That might be one of them, but there's a couple things that are kind of required, like healers and tanks, and the tank kind of dictates what everyone else does, right? So tank does something, everyone's kind of got to follow, even if he goes and suicides a keep at level 2, and we gotta follow him with glory.
long as everyone's comfortable on their position, we kind of synergize a little better off of that.
Yeah, like I couldn't even tell you how many times on Towers of Doom I saw a Junkrat concussion mine boop someone into your team, Diablo charge him into a wall, and then the silence just stop him from doing anything to even try and survive.
Yeah, that's some brutal shell shock right there. You don't even know how to react. You're already you're dead.
Might bring Cleanse back into the meta again.
There you go. So, how long has your team been together?
The first half of the season, we had some roster, not issues, but we were missing a person, right? So we were playing with 4 plus 1. And really, it was really 3 plus 2 at times for the first, 4 games. And then from here on out, it's been pretty much the same 5. And so really just mid-season.
Yeah, Soul came back from vacation, right? Like a day before the tournament started too. So
Yeah.
That's good.
things. But
I hope-
yeah,
And
we're
then
all.
we picked up Mike mid-season, and then that's about it.
Excellent. Yeah, coming back from vacation. I hope you're all relaxed because it's about to get cray-cray in here. Let's go. Tournament games. So is this your first? So this is your first NGS season?
As a team, as us together, yeah, as Archetype, under the name of Archetype, yeah, my first season.
All right. And have you guys played it in other teams in past seasons?
Well, last was my first time ever in NGS, under the name Wasted Potential, with a few of my buddies who played with a lot.
And I was in chair league once.
Solo. Only
Mm-hmm.
once. It fits your name. There can only be one. Wait.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have any questions that are burning a hole in your pocket, Psycho?
Firstly, I noticed you guys don't like Malfurion. What's up with that one?
What do you mean we don't like him?
I just feel like I just see the focus on getting Stukov and just not prioritizing him and Malfurion as a ban. Is he just not to you guys? Is he just not highly valued?
Not in that specific situation, but I think he's a great sustain healer. And we didn't really need the sustain healing, especially against an Abathur comp.
Yeah, that's true.
Were
That's
you guys surprised by a first pick Abathur?
No.
I was expecting some cheese. I was expecting some Illidan. I was expecting some.
I didn't really
Vi-
expect Illidan.
Oh,
'cause
dude, they could have done
the-
that. Yeah. I got wrecked the other day. Side
It's
note,
tough.
I got wrecked the other day by my D Vikings comp. So if I ever see that NGS, I'm gonna pass out.
Feels bad, man.
we knew what we were doing against an Abathur comp, in on that map specifically. So
Yeah, it seems
Also-
you guys played very very strong.
Yeah, you guys did. But also, I'd like to know where's the Kel'Thuzad at?
You know,
uh,
I have to pull that out here one of these days.
our Kel'Thuzad player is currently playing tanks.
Oh, okay. I see.
So maybe we'll switch one out for him just so he can have fun.
There you go. Yeah.
I was so looking forward to it because my team hates me playing Kel'Thuzad, and I was hoping that I was going to be able to cast a match with the Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah. See,
Maybe next
guys?
season.
Kel'Thuzad's so good. Come on.
I also like playing Gazlo, but you know.
That's my next question for both Geo and for Solo. Is there a hero that you really love to play, but the team just won't let you?
I was kidding. I hate Gazlo. A hero that I love playing. I love playing Ming. They don't let me play it as often as I want to. I want to play it every game, but they say no.
Very
That's
good.
it for me.
Very good. What about you, Geo?
Probably some more of the other healers that don't get played too often. You know, the Lily, Morales, maybe it's the Anna. Like,
Nope.
Solo, Azadar, let's bring it. Next time.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like the support meta is a little stale right now?
They're trying to fix it. They put out a patch that did nothing, so maybe the next couple.
The patch today was weird, yeah. A little wondering how it would affect the main healers, but I don't mind one tricking either. Like if it's if it works, don't have to change it.
Not really
Yeah,
one
right.
tricking when you have a pool of 3 heroes.
Right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Except for fix the heroes, Blizz. Please do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you guys have any shout-outs before we let you guys go for the evening?
Shoutouts.
Shout out to my boy Rag pulling out that judgment. I know he loves using that ult whenever he gets a chance. So
That
He's
wasn't
solid.
an accident.
and he just you know, got
100% not an accident. It was.
we
100%
talked about it
planned.
for like 3 levels. For like, well, who would we? And he's like, you know what? That
He's not telling you
that
the truth.
Rengar can't.
We talked about it for the 3 levels after 10.
About why did you go judgment?
He
Yeah,
said,
it worked
"Oh
out. It
guys,
worked out
look,
fine. It
I
was
pressed the
funny.
wrong button. I went judgment." Like, oh no! Right before the tribute bottom lane. Dude.
He sounded so
Oh,
guilty
God.
too.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, he got value, and that's what counts.
That's
It was
right.
pretty funny.
Excellent. Anything else you guys want to shout out or?
Nah, I think it's time for us
Good
to go.
cast tonight, guys. Thanks for casting our games. Good
Oh.
job to the team.
Absolutely.
Good job.
And yeah, no, we thanks for having us. Don't thank us yet because you haven't gone back and watched it, so you might see some surprising things. But congratulations once again, guys, and thanks for letting us cast.
Yeah.
Yep.
For
See you in the
sure,
final,
for sure.
Psycho. All right.
Yeah. See you in the finals.
All right, catch you guys later.
Have a good night.
All right. Well, those guys those guys are fun. Looks like
yeah, they are. They're a nice couple of guys.
oh, they're a couple. Oh, couple of guys. Okay, sorry.
Couple of guys.
The rumors don't start here, or do they? No. Yeah, no, that was fun. A good set of games, and thank you so much, Psycho, for joining me on this embarking adventure that I love so much. In fact, I'm gonna give you another air horn and chicken honk just because they're here. So why not?
That's so sweet of you.
Oh, yeah, I know. Do you have any shout-outs that you'd like to shoot off before we disengage?
Probably just to every single one of my team members watching this stream, because I've seen them here. So,
Average
yeah, just,
average
like-
Joes, right? Average Joes?
Yep. All the average Joes.
Yeah, you got a lot of support from those guys tonight. Good
I
stuff.
didn't even tell them I was here. They just kind of found me.
Thanks everybody in chat. Swing Time, Archangel, Star Knight, Random, all of Talk 1K, John Knight, all these people. Thanks so much for coming out. I appreciate it. Are you on Twitter or on Twitch, Psycho?
I don't have a Twitter, but I have a Twitch under the name Totally Psycho. Spelled the same, like Psycho spelled the same as it is here.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead and throw something in. If you still have the chat window open, the Twitch chat, go ahead and throw something in there so people can find you at the very bottom. If you have it open. If you don't, then don't worry about it. We'll put it up somewhere else.
All right.
All right. Well, I think that's it for us tonight. I am Moist Weenus. You can find me on Twitter and see my useless tweets at MoistWeenus. There it is. Oh, it won't let.
My link.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Twitch chat. It won't let you put links in the chat, which is probably good because if that was allowed, like, there'd be some moist things put down there. Anyway, so you can follow me at MoistWeenus on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitch while you're watching this, twitch.tv/MoistWeenus, and I do export everything to YouTube. So if you want to watch this VOD or any VODs in the past, they'll all be up there. I just want to say, if you guys can, NGS is looking for more Patreons. If you guys are big fans of Patreon and you can afford it, go ahead and consider doing that. If you can't afford it, don't worry. There's a lot of people that can and some people that can't, and you don't have to. If you can't afford to sign up as a Patreon financially, just throw an admin a hello and a thank you every once in a while if you can, because I know they appreciate it and they do a lot of hard work. So, and sometimes, like, a real person just coming up and saying, hey, thank you so much, is worth more than your money anyways. So I highly encourage that. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for me, Moist Weenus. for Psycho, and thank you so much to both teams. I just wanted to say, as on a closing note, live every day to the moistest. All right, thank you, Psycho. We are outie.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Heartsies. Well, okay, watch your profanity and air horn. Oh my God, I need more sounds. All right, we're outie.